Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lifestyle with Dr. Mobi. And today we are honored by great guests with all of us. So let's welcome all of them. And actually, they represent Alliance official organization. Let's welcome all. Hello.
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 Okay. So we'll start with one by one. And I will start first, give the floor to the president, Nazia Hussain.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Dr. Mubashir, for inviting us to your show. Let me begin by introducing myself to you and your viewers. My name is Nazia Imtiaz Hussain. I was elected president-elect of Apna Alliance in 2019, and I'm currently serving as president of Alliance 2021. I've served in all positions of Apna Alliance, from treasurer to general secretary to president-elect. As a Pakistani American and president of a non-profit organization, I believe I am privileged. I don't have to apologize for my privilege, but need to look past it and understand the responsibility of it, which is to do more for our people and communities in need. I'm an active community member and part of a few organizations here in Pakistan. I have served on the board of Montessori Academy, chaired our hospital committee for many years. I'm currently serving as a board member on the Autism Intellectual Disability Enrichment Foundation. As a KCI, I'm also a Proud Oaks member. Besides that, I'm a wife, I'm a mother of 3 handsome men, and I live in Pennsylvania for the past 26 plus years. As a nonprofit, we have the potential to be an effective philanthropic organization, and we are trying to bring about a positive change around us here and in Pakistan. We are also actively working on getting a 501c3 status. We request our members, friends, to be involved in our organization, and with their help, we can carry out its mission of helping others in need. Please check our Facebook page, the Alliance organization, and our website, which is displayed, allianceofficial.org, for all that we've done since the start of the year and our upcoming events. After the debacle of 2020 in Alliance, we are working hard to enhance the positive image of Alliance and trying to earn a new level of respect for us, our organization, and our members. We want to show our members that if we put aside our egos, don't engage in party politics, and only work for the good of our communities, we can truly make a difference. We are looking forward to collaborating with a few organizations in our upcoming project. A very important thing I've learned in the past year is to fight for what is right. Remain faithful to the truth, no matter what, and don't deviate from the course of your goals. Give back to others who are at a different point in their journey. And I know how important it is to support others in my position. I think that's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much.
And thank you. And I really want to basically emphasize that, it means a lot for women to actually, I always call them, they're superhumans because, you have a life, you all have a life, you're taking care of beautiful families, take care of kids, and also you are managing this amazing organization. It always makes me wonder that, of course, men do a lot of outside, but women do. I mean, managing home is by itself a big responsibility. And my wife is also a physician, and she manages, of course, outside and inside. So I always say, and other thing is, everywhere, also in Pakistan and also here, there's a lot of bias against females. So, we have to accept it's not about any religion. It's not about any culture. Unfortunately, it is male-dominating society, which is true, right? And for all of you to come to this level and to help and to have a standing, congratulations to all. First of all, to basically have the strength and to give time to all these organizations means a lot, right? Means a lot. So I can understand that very well. So I just want to congratulate first all. So whatever you are doing, keep doing, because that is very important. And about alliance, you know, to this is a very difficult topic, because you know, to do or raise money for good, and we'll talk a little bit one by one. And I think I see a lot of projects you are all doing, and we're gonna highlight some of that. So, but we want to know a little more about organization. Who will go next?
Yes, I will go next.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Mhm.
My name is Anila Shahzad, and I am honored to serve as the President-elect of Alliance 2021,
Mhm.
after having served as the Treasurer and General Secretary of Apna Alliance. I am physical therapist by profession and got my degree from King Edward Medical University, Lahore. I am also a mother of three and live in New York.
Mhm.
And thank you so much, Dr. Mubashir, for inviting us today to your program.
Oh yeah, it means a lot, because I always highlight, done 150 plus shows, and we really, actually today I did 4 shows already before this, and out of which all were actually females mostly, because there was only one man, in previous 3 shows. And we were highlighting this, which is great thing, because we see a lot of professionals, we see a lot of people in marketing, we are seeing a lot of course, in all kind of businesses. And so I really make sure that especially people from our part of world want to highlight, because for many reasons, like I said, it's dear to me that to see you all successful in everything you do, because and if I don't help you, that I will feel very unfortunate. So that's what when I think I saw Nazia doing that show. Great show, by the way, Nazia, you did that show.
Thank you.
So I think about COVID, amazing show. So watched her, and I said, she really is into lot into activities. She wants to promote good things. So great things. And so let's see who will be the next. I don't want anybody to sleep here. So who is the next? First,
We'll unmute.
Fazin. Okay, so let me unmute her. Okay, go ahead.
First of all,
Fazil,
thank you so much, Dr. Mubashir, for having us over to your show. And my name is Farzina Ahmad, and I am the lifetime member of Apna Alliance.
Mhm.
And currently, I'm the General Secretary of 2021. And I've also served as a member of Ethics and Grievance Committee of Apna Alliance. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, and I've been living in Louisville, Kentucky since last 24 years. And I'm a mother of 2 beautiful kids.
Mhm.
I hold a bachelor's degree in microbiology and biochemistry. Professionally, I'm a businesswoman, and my expertise are in real estate and healthcare.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's see who will go next.
I'll go next. I'm Rakshi Hassan. Thank you so much for having all of us on your show. And I'm this year I'm also a lifetime Apna Alliance member.
Mhm.
And this year I'm serving as the treasurer of the organization. So, I live in West Lafayette, Indiana. For last 20 years we are here, and we are so close to Chicago. So most of our friends are in Chicago. We socialize there, and I help out with Pakistan Physician Society in Chicago, in Illinois as well. And originally I'm from Islamabad, Pakistan, and I did my bachelor's in mathematics and statistics. And then we came here to America, and I call myself a domestic engineer because I'm designing my kids' life and managing everything.
Yeah.
So that's about me. And
That's a full-time job. So, I always say don't ever underestimate that, because that's a one
No.
job by itself.
Yeah.
We had a great worker, and she used to say, every woman needs a wife, because that's like a full-time duty. So
Cool.
because that's a lot of work. So who'll go next? Sabah, is that your turn?
Yeah, my name is Sabah Mahmood. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Mubashir,
Mhm.
inviting us to your show. Let me start myself. That my name is Sabah Mahmood. I joined Apna Alliance in the year 2015 as a secretary at the time, and then under the leadership of Jabin Bukhari, I learned so much. And the year 2017 was the time when I became the president of Apna Alliance. During my tenure of Apna Alliance, I did see some things that need to be taken care of, and I take privilege in making the board of trustees in 2017 to oversee the structure of Alliance. The Alliance history date back from the year 1991, when it was a woman auxiliary organization. It was type of a committee that was initially started by our founding members so that they can increase the membership, so the Apna members can come and enjoy with their families. And at that time, Shaida Khan was the president of auxiliary organization, followed by Tanveer Khan. Her vision was to promote this organization into a nationwide organization. And she developed programs for the spouses of Apna members. Then it was in the year 1995 when Chishti was the first president of Apna Alliance, when executive committee of Apna decided that we should convert this woman alliance into Apna Alliance. And then the rest is history. So I was honored and privileged that when I was at the president, I raised more than 50,000 from on stage, and I did the bottle of change for EDSA because that was very close to my heart. And I take privilege in that I did programs for our police officers by going into programs into Get Behind the Best, and did promote education in Pakistan by helping TCF. So we have grown, mashallah, so much, and I would like to congratulate this year EC under the guidance of Nazia Imtiaz Hussain that they are doing a phenomenal job. They are taking Alliance to next level. Not only they have registered themselves as a separate organization, not for profit in the state of Illinois, they are working in getting their status as a not for profit 501(c) organization. So congratulations, everybody. You all deserve a round of applause from myself and all the board of trustees. And another milestone that these girls have achieved is increasing the membership. It's phenomenal to see how these girls have, last year they made more than 50 members, and this year their target is almost to double the membership. Our strength lies in the membership, and we are membership people. We want our children, we want our members to come and get involved in our projects and different organizations. In different projects, and they are partnering themselves with different organizations to develop new ideas and new projects. So that's a lot of work these girls are doing. Congratulations, everyone.
Yes, congratulations, everyone. It's always is a teamwork. So, you can have great leader, which is great, but if you don't have a great team, which I see right now, you have a great team. So that really speaks itself. So I think other thing I have to ask is, are you planning to have a separate non-profit organization status?
Inshallah.
Okay. And which state is going to be registered in Chicago? You said?
We are registered in the state of Illinois. Parent companies, and Alliance is a spouse organization of APNA members. So this is the beautiful thing. Not only our husband comes, and we have our programs in aligned with APNA. We have a long history that goes back with APNA. We have helped in their projects, whether it's a HDF project or earthquakes, tsunamis. I mean, we have gone in side by side with Apna in raising money and promoting education in Pakistan. So this is the one big thing that we are doing. And this year, these girls have done a phenomenal job of involving into local charities, and that's huge. So they will tell you about the different projects that these girls are doing.
Okay. So also I'd like to ask Nazia, I think I'll ask next question. And Nazia, we have heard so many good things about your leadership skills and so forth. So tell me, how do you find time? I know you're a busy mom too. So tell me, how do you find time to do all this?
I would love to answer that. Is it okay if Nazia Haq, the Board of Trustees Secretary, introduces?
Sure. Go ahead. Sorry, we skipped you. Go ahead. Okay, let's unmute her first. You have to unmute yourself, I think. I think she has to unmute it. So.
Can't hear you.
Okay, Nazia, go ahead.
Yes. Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Dr. Mobi, for giving us this platform to come out here tonight and talk about Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here.
Okay.
My name is Nazia Haq and I live in New Jersey, and I have been an Alliance, Apna Alliance member, a lifetime member since 2012. I am the Alliance Secretary for the BOT. In addition, I have been very actively participating and have organized several fundraisers for the Shaukat Khanum Memorial Hospital, the Indus Hospital, and TCF fundraisers. We have also been very actively involved in Apna, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. I have a master's degree in healthcare management, and I currently work in the business development section of a healthcare system. Mm-hmm. I have lived in New Jersey for 25 plus years, and mashallah, I'm blessed with 2 wonderful kids. Mm-hmm. It is very heartening to see what Apna Alliance is doing this year, and what levels it has taken this organization to is astounding. Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember coming to the organization before, and it was just like attending dinners, the summer meeting dinners, and that was really what was happening. And then when asked to come on board by Nazia Imtiaz Hussain, who said, come on, if we want to change the structure of the organization or the mindset of the organization, we have to have like-minded people aboard who want to really change the climate of the organization. Mm-hmm. And thank God, and alhamdulillah, we have a phenomenal team this year. Mm-hmm. And I'm really honored to be part of this dynamic team.
Yes, and then thank you for that, intro. And it means a lot, but as you said, there is, it's because you have great leader and you have great team. So, I don't think this would be possible without all you, so congratulations to all of you, because I don't think, any organization can succeed without team players. So I think everything goes, of course, to a leader, but also to the members, which make leader look good, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit, Nazia, about your style, and tell me. I've heard great things from a lot of people that you're really loved by a lot of people. So tell me how it is to keep up both your house full-time job there and running this organization.
Thank you very much for the nice words. I don't think that I can do anything by myself. My husband is 100% supportive of everything and anything I do. My 2 older boys are out of the home. They are like busy in their careers. I have my youngest who's at home. And as far as, regarding the organization, I cannot do anything on my own. My team members, my executive committee, they can attest to that. I drive them crazy, by the way. Even the media guy, I think I'm very driven. If I have to do a project, I am just focused. I'm like, I have to get it done. And I'm blessed that my team, no matter, I mean, sometimes they really want to wring my neck, but they all support me and we all work everything. And I can see, like, when I'm texting them and I'm like, this needs to be done. And I can now, I mean, I've known them so well that I can even sense from their test that they are just like, you need to stop, which I do. And then I'm like, you know what, everybody take a breather and we will, start working on it, like maybe in an hour or so. I am pretty good at managing time. I think that is like one of the good things about me. And that's how I get most of my things done. But again, not without these girls. I won't be able to do like one thing without them.
Okay, great. Also want to ask you all, and this is kind of simple question, but also maybe difficult. So what happens if something your team says no and you want to make it happen?
Who's going to answer that?
Who differs? Who is the person with a different view?
We all have different views. But Sabha, go ahead. You have seen us.
I can say to that, these people are very democratic. So they put an idea, everybody brainstorm, everybody has their own qualities. So they everybody do the analysis of what is good to what is not good for the organization. So it's a very democratic process, and then they vote on it, and that's how they've been doing it. But again, if something is close to somebody's heart, they need to make sure that they are convincing enough that other people can adopt it. It's not like a dictatorial thing that I am the president and this is my prerogative. Nothing like that. It's a very democratic process, and that's the beauty of this. That's why you see all these people sitting here, because they are helping each other. They are like supporting each other. They are like ladders. If one piece is missing, you cannot climb up to the other level. So that's how this team is focusing. So they have a very democratic approach, and that's the beauty of it.
And also to add to that, I'd like to say that it is always healthy to disagree, because then all of us strive to do the best. And it's a very healthy environment because everyone brings out the best in each other. We all know our strengths and our weaknesses, and we work collectively together. The ladies do, they work very collectively together. They're on the same page. And sometimes they may not agree and would like to differ, but they see what is the best interest of the organization and go with that.
And I used to run meetings as chief of medicine, and I had this, I would say, yes, you can differ with me, that's your right, but give me a logic, and if your logic is not good enough, then follow mine or I follow yours, right? So either you convince me logically, of course, and we can all differ, right? And if you have maybe you have a smarter approach, and you're right probably, and so that is true. Democracy is important, but also many times it's also important to see why that person thinks differently, or why this person has a different opinion. Like you said, you want to hear the dissent from your, why they're not on your side, or why. It can be personal, but can be actually a logical explanation, right? So how do you handle the differences, Nazia? So would you then listen to if it makes sense to you?
Number one, I don't take anything personally, because this is not my home. This is an organization, and as a president, it's my duty, and I think it's a privilege for me to be the president of this organization this year. Doesn't matter if if I have a project that I'm very passionate about, if I'm not able to convince my executive committee and then I have to let it go. I'm not going to take it personally. Maybe they will come up, the majority of the members will come up with a better project, and I have to listen. So, I mean, I don't take anything personally, and none of the team members take anything personally.
Okay, great.
It's not my home. It's not, like I said, it's not like, they're
Yeah.
interfering in my day-to-day activities. It's an organization. At the end of the day, we have to see what is better for the organization.
Okay. Now, other thing I always see with different organizations, and I have proposed to a lot, and also I always find it challenging. A lot of organizations operate out of, donation. So they want donation, they want this, but there are very few organizations that are doing self-sustaining projects. So you have a project, let's say, for example, and then it generates some kind of money, and then people donate, but to have self-sustaining organization is like a long goal, very difficult, but has to be, in my opinion, if you want to have a future of any organization, then you really need to invest into that. What do you think about that approach? Paying just for donation versus financial support.
Rakshi, do you want, as our treasurer, do you want to answer that?
I think that's a very good idea, and we also support that idea. We want to do some things. We are not for profit. We are for non-profit, but we should do some things that we make money, and then we can put that money to donations and do that.
Yeah.
So we are. I don't know. We are very new. Like this year has just started. So haven't discussed much, but that's what we are thinking, that we will open something, that we will do some projects that we will make money, and then that we will donate that money.
Yeah, I mean, that money, absolutely. You can donate everything, non-profit, you can make money. And then, so what I am proposing is maybe think of, because a lot of organization I see, they this is not wrong that they actually collaborate with big organization and then they just donate to them, and in my opinion that is the easy way, so because you just write it.
That's a very good opinion. I like your thinking.
Yeah, and I have argument with this with my Islamic society, whatever you call them, in every. So we have mosque, and they actually go ahead and they get donation. Great, they make another big building, very good. They make. So I said, well, why don't you make a school? Why don't you make a clinic? Why don't you make really projects which everybody needs, and then that feeds some money back to the organization. So we are doing some organization which is called Iqbalians worldwide, and we are actually doing a pilot project for so hopefully we'll be able to do this blueprint for other organization to follow. So we are.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. And living in West Lafayette, we have a mosque, and when we built our mosque, we built rooms on the first floor, on the top of floor, and all the expenses of the mosques are they use the rental income for the expenses of the mosque. So that's a very good idea, that if we do something like that we will make money, and then we can use that for the organization.
Yeah, and you can do all 100%, of course, towards your own growing your organization footprints everywhere, and you don't have to pay back or anything. So but I think for any organization,
you can use it.
Yeah, and so I think let's talk a little bit about some of the projects. I think Nazia, I think she sent me some of those lists, and I will go ask who's gonna help me with one by one on a few of them.
Anila, you want to start?
So I think we have one project. I'll go with one is clean water project, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I think you're muted.
I think you have to unmute. Here, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, we are involved in like several projects and which are like really close to our hearts, but a clean water project is one of the main projects that we've been working on, and we are providing like clean water to the underserved and rural areas of Pakistan right now. We have installed more than 23 water pumps. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have like installed more than 23 water pumps in different areas, rural areas of Pakistan, and some water coolers in the hospitals in those areas. We are also collaborating with the Hassan Foundation in the near future, and yeah, we are quite dedicated towards water pumps, and in fact we are feeding the hungry. That's like our main project right now, and yes, these two are like
Okay, these two are okay. So, what is this? I think one project about a blanket food drive in Montgomery County. Rakshi, I think probably.
Yes.
Sorry, go. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, this past weekend, past Sunday was Valentine's Day, and our president and few other members, they've worked with the Montgomery County Muslim Foundation. They helped them in donating blankets. They baked some home cookies and give out to the kids as a gift. And they were there for many hours helping people. And most of the organization is involved in a lot of charity projects, and we urge our other members also to join us in different projects, and we want to bring the members, we want to encourage the members and the children of members to volunteer and help in charity work, and we need to join hands in this and doing different philanthropic work.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So, also, Sabah, I want to ask you about this project for educating children. You have to unmute, sorry.
So I would begin with this quotation: "Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." So Alliance, one of the mission and objective of Alliance is to promote literacy in Pakistan. So what they did this year, the executive committee of Alliance, along with their members, they donated to the school in Pakistan called Sunbeam, and they have 22 schools in different villages of Pakistan. The per annum cost for the one child is $75. So they sponsored 11 kids. So I think it's such a noble deed to educate. And with education comes awareness. And when you're educating one child, you're not just educating one child, you're educating generations. You're uplifting those who are not privileged to get that kind of facilities which we are born with. So this is one thing that Alliance has been doing, and they are staying power to their missions, to the mission to promote literacy in Pakistan. So good.
So that is, I think, a great project, by itself. Very, very strong. Education is so important everywhere, and I think you're doing amazing job. So tell us a little bit, Neela, about your project.
Yes. We are very excited to partner up with Black Foundation in Chicago. The members and president of this organization, Karonda Jones, reached out to us, and we are giving 2 scholarships in Brianna Taylor's name to uplift the community and higher education.
Okay, great. And so also I want to ask, anybody else wants to, Nazia, I think Nazia Haq, you want to emphasize some of the project?
Yes, Alliance is also collaborating with the Kuhi Goat Hospital in Karachi. which is the only charitable fistula treatment center in South Asia. It is a hospital which started off with primarily treating women with urinary incontinence due to childbirth. And many women come from far-flung areas for this simple procedure. This hospital has no cash counter. It is primarily done carried on. The treatment is done by volunteers. And we being a volunteer organization, this project was very dear to us. Over the years, this hospital was established in 2005. Over the years, they have also established a midwifery program and a palliative care program. So we are partnering up with them, and we hope to have a fundraiser probably around June or July. We're not certain about the dates yet, because this is a project being the predominantly female organization and something that has been neglected. We would really like to partner up with this organization, and we have reached out to them, and this is a big project that we hope to really expand upon over the years.
Okay, great. So Nazia, any other projects you want to highlight?
Nazia was okay. So
Yes.
I would like to tell you a little bit about how the No Fun Being Ordinary started. As an Alliance member, I would incessantly disturb me to view children on the spectrum unable to participate in numerous events catered towards the majority of youth in Apna. I want our children to engage. That's why I thought of creating a project in 2019. I came up with this name, No Fun Being Ordinary, because I think every child is so special. And sometimes the special word has a bad connotation to it. With our executive committee advisor at that time was Sabah Mahmood, and our president, Suraya Khan, and the rest of the EC. We were all on board, and we decided to do our first workshop in 2019. And there is like no program, nothing for the special needs children of Apna families in Apna. So that is how this project came about. And we did our first successful workshop in 2019. So this year we are thinking of building on it. And we are coming up with our first fundraiser under the banner of No Fun Being Ordinary in April. And we are doing it with Umeed Foundation in Karachi. You must have seen the shout out from our own Hollywood superstar, Kumail Nanjiani. We are, it's just something so, I feel so strongly about this. We have webinars. Dr. Saima Ijaz, she is a physician from Rawalpindi Medical College. She has agreed to give us a webinar series throughout the year. And she's going to discuss from early childhood to adulthood with for children on the spectrum. And I think it's going to benefit immensely, especially like the people who, our basic communities, we don't want to talk about it, so we're trying to bring awareness that it's not a death sentence, to have a child with a special needs or any disability. It's okay, and we have to be their champions. And so this is what we are doing. And I'm like, it's something very, it's special to me.
Oh, I am so glad to hear that. For many reasons, my sister was mentally retarded. So I grew up with that. She died age 17, So I was in medical college, and I can't tell you how much I learned from helping her. So, actually I would say all my medicine, everything I learned from taking care of her. So it is very dear to me. And at that time, actually, I started working with, I don't know if you are from Lahore, Foundation House. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I remember Foundation House, yes. And as a KCI, we used to go to Foundation House, and we used to volunteer there. So
Okay,
I
so
have
actually we organized a concert with Casey Connect College, and we did a couple of trips for a lot of students went there, and we did musical. We used to do their musicals too, so we worked with them very closely, and I did my first concert in Lahore Fortress Stadium and we raised 50,000 rupees at that time. So
that's
so so since that day, I wanted to do always some of this work because I think it's for my sister's sake. So when you talk about that, so I wanted to ask you because that's a very, it has very different meaning because like you said, it is taboo to talk about. A lot of parents, they think that they did something wrong. Actually, they didn't do anything wrong. So it is actually, I would say, a blessing. Kids are always blessing, and we are blessed if they're doing well. If they are not sick, it's still blessed. So we should be always thankful. That so yes, she really, like I said, she really taught me medicine, so I cannot even learn pharmacy or pharmaceutical medication without, because I knew I had to give her, I had to read all about it. So that's like different kind of reading, when that's your sister. That means a lot. So I would say, you're doing amazing job. It's a very difficult job, very difficult job, to play with them, to give hope to those families. So I think that's amazing job you're doing. So keep it up. So also I want to ask the couple of other issues, very important. I saw some of your webinars on domestic violence, right? Was that on domestic violence? Yeah, so a few
yeah.
topics very common, very
Indeed.
important
Right.
for women health, and actually domestic violence is one of them. So it is unfortunately very common here, and is getting worse because of COVID. You know, so that is another domestic violence awareness among our population is huge. Then, other issues very unique to our culture is dowry, and so especially for females. So tell me a little bit about those causes which are so unique to our society culture. So can Alliance take some of those initiatives?
Anita, you want to say something? Or Rosina?
Dowry system anymore. Who are educated, or the new generation. It used to be in old days, but we don't agree with all these things, and um, yeah, dowry is like, I don't think these days anyone believes in it, the new generation.
Yeah, in America, I don't think people dowry, but yeah, Pakistan, Pakistan maybe, and it's changing. No, dowry is not a
I
big
think
issue now.
mindsets have changed now.
Mhm.
Can I say something? Yeah, we are doing a series of webinars on women empowerment, and our main objective of education is to build that empowerment in our kids, to create that awareness that dowry. We want to empower a woman. We want to empower that child to become self-sufficient. That when she grows up, she is not looked by the amount of money that she's going to bring in. She is going to be an individual person that 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 will come out of that education. So we are more focusing on education among girls. So once we educate a child, all these menace of dowry and domestic violence will go away, because not only education empower you, but it also create an awareness among you. So that's how Alliance is taking a part, educating a child, one child at a time.
I always say, to everybody, is put all your energy building and defeating all these topics, and then we can have difference of opinion on these, and let's get together and talk on these, not on and I wish everybody has maybe come up and say, I have done 10 projects, 15 projects, or I have this, I want to do this, and other person wants to beat that with 17 projects, 18 projects. Let's do that, and then everything will come closer. The other thing is, I always I don't know, you all, how do you feel about a lot of important problem with dowry is attached to SARS problem, a mother-in-law problem. Is that still a problem?
I don't know if SARS problem is, as a mother of 3 boys, I can talk about myself. And on record, I'm not going to take dowry, and I'm going to be a very decent SARS. I think it's, as a mother, all I want, or all I would think any normal human being would want their children to be happy. And if the children are happy, it's with them. I just don't care dowry or what. I mean, it's their life. So I'm on record. I mean, no dowry for me.
Okay, well, that's nice of you to actually come and say that. We will play this audio or video again, Nazia. So we're gonna send you a clip on your.
Absolutely. Yeah, the day that my boys are getting married is like, okay, did she take any? No, trust me. The one thing that I want to tell you was that we are trying to collaborate with Ali Zishan. He's a friend, and he has started this anti-dowry campaign. He is a very hard person to get hold of. So, inshallah ta'ala, we'll do something in the future with him. One thing is, like Sabah said, we are trying to empower our girls. We are trying to, like how sometimes people have this notion that shadi ho gayi, ya husband is like working, or especially, I mean, I'm going to be very blunt. If you're married to somebody who's making a decent amount of money, people are like, why do you have to work? I mean, why are you bothering yourself, like, with the charity and this and that? I mean, just enjoy. But I think, like I said, it's with all these privileges comes responsibility. And if you understand that, that's how you can change people's lives. You can grow an organization. And with RPC, with the current executive committee of this year, we just don't talk the talk. We show you what we are able. I mean, I just don't want any one of us to be like a, we're going to put our money where our mouth is, or the other way, or however it is. So that's what we are doing. We were going to show that you give us the chance, and sky's the limit. I mean, there is nothing we can do. But the only thing that holds us back is the politics. The only thing that sometimes holds us back is like petty egos. Other than that, we are incredible human beings, all of us, and we can do anything. And we are trying.
And I think that is a great message. Also, I want to ask another topic which is very close is the health, is the lifestyle and health. So, a lot of things actually, and especially a lot of our side of, population, unfortunately, they don't pay attention to that. So, if you see in COVID, a lot of deaths happen because to physicians, actually, they died or they have complications because they are not healthy themselves. They are busy and earning money, great, or work, but who's going to take care of health? What good is going to do if you cannot even enjoy that? I think we had one professor, he retired in Pakistan, and after retirement, I mean, unfortunately, he did not observe the COVID precaution on retirement party, and then got COVID and died. So what good is going to do if you work hard all these years and then you don't take care, and then you just go away. That's, to me, is just, wasting your life. So tell me a little bit about some of the dietary things or which we can work on.
Nazia, do you want to say something?
Anybody wants to?
I think it's very important to have an active lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of water drinking. But in addition to being physically fit, it is also very necessary to be mentally fit and to be mentally satisfied and happy and content with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's the key to a happy life and, just a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Anybody else wants to?
I think mental health is, is very important, and you have to take care of your physical health also by exercising, eating right, which I think we are trying to do. Right, girls?
Let me say something that Nazia herself, she's an avid runner. She does take care of her health. She is into yoga. So, and a lot of our Alliance girls, like all Alliance EC, we do try to keep ourselves a life balance with workouts and, meditations and alternative medicines. So we are working on it. And that's our another goal that I was suggesting these girls to come up with workshops where we can educate our membership of how to stay healthy and stress-free.
Okay, very good. I that's what I wanted to hear. If we could have some meetings, maybe in future, once the COVID is gone, and even without that Zoom meeting, where they can do kind of yoga or some kind of running, and say, it'd be amazing that future episodes where organization have, and they have kind of walk or run, some kind of activity, physical activity together, not eating. Eating is great, is easy, you can all sit and eat, but have some kind of exercise, some kind of physical activity, and that would be great. By the way, I personally love lifestyle. I myself lost 100 pounds, and
Wow.
my book on Amazon. So anytime you need help with lifestyle, my book is here.
Awesome.
So yeah, and it's all.
I just wanted to share one more thing. I mean, during COVID, when the weather was a little better, bunch of us, Farzina, Nazia, Anila, and bunch of other friends, we got together and we did an outdoor activity. We all went for hiking, and it was amazing. It was just amazing. And I think in future we might just do that.
Yeah, that is what needs to happen. I think one thing here, a lot of people have, and which I really admire, Americans, actually, I learned from them. They really enjoy life, even they are 90-year-old. They are going fishing. They're doing some kind of activities. They're not sitting at home. They are just, very active physically, and that is amazing. So that's a good thing. We can all kind of learn from them. So I think, and that is great, because after a certain age, after kids are grown up, they could be emptiness. They're not gonna stay with you all. Right. So you all need to find some kind of hobby to continue.
That's why we have Alliance. That's why we have Alliance to keep us.
Okay, but
And
in Alliance,
we're all content. That's why I see all of us are so happy and smiley faces and all, because we're enjoying what we're doing.
okay. So, but in Alliance, if we just keep having parties only, then it's not gonna be great.
We haven't had one single party in Alliance so far. We've just been working for the past 2 months. All of us, EC Board of Trustees, our one DOT member, he wanted to come, but he was in mediation all day. So, I mean, he's working. Otherwise, he would have been here.
Okay, great. Okay, so I think I just, I think I hear great things, and it's wonderful. So tell me, in the end, I would like to say, tell me, what are things which you all do to keep yourself motivated? Anybody wants to share?
motivated? Sabha, bataएं.
Motivation is giving up the task. My motivation is, if I see something, I have to do it. And so if I want to be healthy, then my kids are my motivation. If I want to achieve something, then my previous achievements are my motivations. My not so good achievements are my motivations. My failure is actually sometimes my motivation to excel. And if anytime I feel that I did not achieve it, it gives me much more motivation to do it. So that's how I feel motivated.
Okay, anybody else wants to share? So who is good at poetry or singing?
Sing.
I'm a good listener.
Okay. Okay, so I think yeah, we did
I
one.
can DJ.
Yeah.
I love Rumi.
Okay. Okay, so nobody's into singing, poetry, music. Nobody. Okay.
No, I love to listen to music, and I DJ on different trips, and different functions, but I don't sing. My husband sings, but
Okay, yeah.
and my daughter also.
Husbands are the singers.
Okay, husband and singer. Okay, actually, we had a function with Iqbalians, and with UK I did, and it was supposed to be 3 hours. It went 5 hours because they all were singing, and it was great singing. I was just impressed. There are so many singers there, but I said maybe I'll check here in US anybody sings, but I guess they are all in UK. So anyways, thank you for coming, and it was pleasure seeing you all, and like I said, continue the great work you're doing. And I think the more you do, more people will know, and that I think sets you apart from everybody else, pretty much, right? So because people see that who is real or not after after their work, right? We can say everything what we want to say, but if you are not doing work, then the people will also see that too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so with that, and I wish you all good luck. And any final thoughts anybody has?
I would like to end this conversation with something, that greatness is not where we stand, but what direction we are moving in. Sometimes we sail with the wind and sometimes against it, but sail we must.
Yeah, that is true. Thank you, and thank you for all coming. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good night.